All right, what's going on, guys? G-Dog Casey here, bringing you another taking a look at video here for Town of Salem, and this is a really interesting game where it's like if you've ever played the werewolf game or Mafia, it's very similar to that. It's actually basically that, except with a lot of new roles or classes you can be, and it's done online in a client that I think is actually pretty good. So we have, I have a couple of my buddies here. Actually, Creechador is actually my fiance, and Detner's my good buddy Matt, who you've probably seen in some of my older videos. We're going to go ahead and start it up. Now, the reason why, this kind of sucks too, because it's like the only reason why I'm doing it this way. But the reason why I'm not actually having them in the call with me, so that you can hear us interact and talk and stuff, is because of my keyboard, which I mentioned in almost every one of my videos. It's incredibly loud, so it makes it so that I can't actually be I can't be my role without giving it away sometimes, because they can hear my keyboard, which really sucks. So I'm gonna create a name that is just gonna be something really dumb like Treehouse, and it's something that I don't want my friends to be able to guess, right? And I don't want Matt or Jane to be able to guess who I am, so I come up with some random name, and they do the same thing too all the time. So hopefully, Jane's in the other room. Hopefully she can't hear me talking, but I put in my name, everyone puts in a random name, and we join the town. And I guess we're just waiting here for everybody. 4 more seconds up in the top corner. Alright, so I got an interesting role here, which is going to be pretty cool. And I'll explain it as we go. Now, there is sounds usually, but I have them turned off. I can turn on the music here, which I actually really like the music, but I think it's going to be way too loud. So, yeah. But you can hear that. So people basically just chat in this chat box, and time goes on. So I got this role, the Mafioso. There's 3 people as a member of the Mafia. And every night, the Mafia goes and tries to kill one person. And it's up to the Godfather, I believe, to decide. Can I just... Yeah, see, I'm the Mafioso. I can vote on who to kill, but I can't choose who to kill. It's up to the Godfather who decides who to kill. And... What? Oh, there's a guy called you. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And when the Godfather dies, then the Mafioso becomes the new Godfather, which is pretty cool. And the Framer makes it so that, like right now, Goron is... Well, a lot of people died. Goron is the Framer, and he's going to be... I can't remember who he was framing, but there's a role here, the Investigator. If the Investigator is looking at the person he's framing, it's going to actually look like something... It's going to actually look like he is, evil. And then he'll start trying to get the town people to vote off the evil. So, there you go. Anyway, I'm doing a pretty poor job explaining it, and with no sounds, yeah, it's way too loud, which kind of sucks. Because with no sounds, it's a little bit more boring. But we can see what's happening here. So, Zelda was killed by the veteran, and we'll find out what Zelda was. Yeah, so there's always a will, and you can write in your will if you are one of these roles that... Oh, he was a doctor. Wow. That's actually funny. So the veteran role will be able to kill anyone who tries to visit him. And it looks like a lot of people tried to visit him last night, and he killed them. If the veteran kills someone who is... a good person, like this investigator or the doctor or the escort, then the next night they kill themselves because they're overwhelmed with guilt. So this is actually good for us because we're in the Mafia. Our goal is to make sure that at least one person in the Mafia is still alive at the end of the game. And we got rid of a couple people. The sheriff, the investigator, and the doctor all are really good at keeping or at finding out who the Mafia is. Now, there's also another role called the serial killer, who is a one-man crew. They basically try to win the game by themselves. And if they're the last one standing at the end, then they win. We still want to kill the serial killer because the serial killer can kill us. So There's a whole bunch of intricacies to this game that makes it really... oh, there was 2 sheriffs. Wow. So, yeah, basically 2 sheriffs is really... Killing them both is really good for us as Mafia. So these guys are all trying to figure out now, okay, who do we want to hang for the night? Because they need to figure out who, who's evil. And that's how the good guys get rid of the bad guys, is by hanging them during the day. So you have a certain amount of time here to discuss who you want to hang. And then after the discussion is gone, you vote. And everybody votes on who to hang. And if there's enough votes to get that person up there, they go up. And I mean, it's going to be way too hard for me to explain absolutely everything in just one game. I'll probably post several different games of this because I think it's going to be pretty good. I'll have to find a way to turn this music down, though. Maybe there is an option where I can do that. So people are voting. In the early rounds, there's really not too much to go on. Everyone's voting for Poop. I know Poop is not on my team, so I'm cool with voting for him. And now he's going to get a chance to say his last words. And we'll see. So this was a pretty crazy first round here. Usually this many people don't die. And people who leave the game, like Grady just did, will just die too. So a lot of people think Poop is the serial killer because of the death note that was left on a lot of these people. Which I think is dumb that serial killers do that. Because like when I kill someone, I can leave a death note, and if I was like, it was me, like Treehouse, then they'll, obviously they'll know. So I think it's kind of dumb, but some people just can't really see through that. So if he is the serial killer, he basically just killed his chances of winning the game just by putting that in his death note. So we'll see. So he hangs. And we find out who he is. Night 1 alert. Oh, he was the veteran. Oh, wow. Oh, so that's why there was all those death notes on all those people who were killed by the veteran. Alright, see, that actually makes sense now. And now the town has lost another veteran. So, or another green guy, which is good. They're running out of green guys pretty fast. So Doc is serial killer. That's what they think. So we can't kill the serial killer, because if you try to kill the serial killer, he kills you instead. So they're going to go after the left glove. I'm not really contributing too much, because I find that if you're a little bit more on the quiet side, you can at least make it through further in the game. And the only one who can kill me now is the serial killer. So either that or being voted out during the day. Oh, he ordered me to kill his target. Yeah, so I go. Now, if somebody was watching me, like the investigator, they would see me leave, and they'd be like, oh, he visited the left glove, and now I know that he is the, he's Mafia. Uh-oh, see, that's bad. So Goron visited Zelda, and Zelda died in the first week. So that could be something against Goron, and he might get voted out. I'm just not really going to say much. And I don't know if any of these people were Jane or Matt, which is kind of funny. So, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of intrigue in this game, and once you sort of get the gist of what all the different roles do, it becomes a lot of fun. And this client puts it together really well. The in-game client like this is absolutely really good. The out-of-game client, like the menus, is pretty buggy. So that's something that needs work. You can get this game for about $5 on Steam. And, yeah, I believe it's free in an actual web browser, but I've never played it there, so I don't know. Remind me not to get a left glove. I have to wear gloves, unfortunately. Stupid laws. Wow, why do I get such dumb every time when I play an innocent role? Fuck it. What? Well, he's not Mafia. We still need to get rid of the serial killer. Luckily this game, the chat isn't too terrible. The one thing about this game is in the chat you'll see a lot of like vulgar stuff going on. Why chaotic psycho? Peter G. See, now if I jump on Peter G, though, it's going to look like I'm protecting chaotic. Everyone's going for Princess Zelda. Alright, let's do it. So now Princess Zelda has to give their defense to see, and then we can vote if we think they're innocent or guilty. So he says, what? Excuse me? Not really much of a argument. I mean, we know he's actually good unless he's a serial killer. That's the only thing. See if he'll say his role. And they have to die. So I'll play the songs for this because this is pretty funny. Are the sounds when they hang. Okay, the executioner's dead. So the executioner, their goal in the game, they can win the game just by themselves by they get one target. It tells you at the beginning of the game who your target is. So if their target was like Goron, they can be like, Goron was serial killer. I saw him go and do this. And as long as he can convince them to hang that person, he wins the game. It doesn't matter what he does at the end. Which is a pretty interesting role. But if his role, or if its target dies through any other means before he can get to him, then he turns into the jester. The jester's role is to get themselves hung by any means necessary. And if they get themselves hung, they win the game for themselves. But if they get killed through any other means, like Mafia or serial killer, then they don't win. So. Okay, so looks like I'm going to be killing Peter G. So hopefully nobody was watching. The only other thing that can happen here is maybe the escort. No, the escort's dead. The lookout is dead. I mean, we got a pretty good thing going. Also, the doctor is dead. The doctor can heal. So if, let's say if the doctor knew that the sheriff was going to get killed, he can protect the sheriff from dying, which is pretty good. But when you get rid of the doctor really early, it's it's good for the Mafia for sure. The serial killer is still here though, but he didn't kill anyone. So I'll say SK was blocked last night, which means that... Oh, he's dead. Oh. Derp. I didn't realize that we hung the serial killer. That's actually really funny. I guess I was talking over that. So we actually have a really good chance to win this game. We have all three people. We just need to make sure one of us survives. Alright, so who are we going to send? Well, we don't want it to be Psycho Treehouse. We could just vote on this person. Put him up. Yeah, I actually think we're probably going to win this game. Which is hilarious. I really wish there was some other music. Next time, I'll play my own music, my video game music, which won't get flagged on YouTube, and will provide a little bit more noise here, because it's definitely really quiet. Well, let me die Mafia in the day so I can win. Oh, 1-1. He's good. I'm gonna vote for Doc instead then. So I'm playing with some sound here so you can kind of get a gist of it. So I guess they're doing this guy Doc a favor. I don't know who he is. I didn't catch it because I'm paying too much attention talking. But I guess they're going to let him die through the day so he can win. Oh, maybe he's the medium, which would be pretty cool if he was the medium, because the medium can actually talk to the dead at night, which is really neat. So if someone died and they like knew something but they weren't able to get it out, the medium can talk to them at night and figure out, more information from them. Because all the people who are dead end up, so he dies. So we guarantee we win. But all the people who are dead end up in like an actual dead chat, and they can't spoil anything for anyone else. Oh, it was a jester. Okay. So there was 2 jesters in this game. It's kind of funny. There was some good role playing. I love the nighttime music, by the way, so I'll let that play. But obviously, we're going to kill Thomas Danworth, and we'll actually win the game. Wait, why did he leave the game? Oh well, there is an achievement you can get. The music there, how it all like bellows up, is awesome because it leads right up to whether or not you're going to find out if you died or not, which is, because you sit there through the whole night just hoping you're not going to die. But if you're the Mafia, you have a much less chance of dying. So, sweet, we win. Medium, I'm dead. See ya. Nothing. Death is useless. Yeah. So the medium was actually had the best. Like when you die late in the game as a medium, that's the best because you have a lot more dead people to talk to at night. But anyway, that was a game of Salem, and I totally crushed my fiance and my buddy Matt. So I think that's really funny. I don't know who they were. Actually, we'll wait until this was over, so we can see who they were because I still don't know. My guess is, so I get some achievements here, which is cool. My guess is Matt was probably, I don't even want to guess. So let's return to the home page. And if it ever loads up. Uh-oh. Did it crash?